Good morning. Okay, let me tell you a funny story real quick. I'm actually started doing this at 6:30 this morning. Yesterday we did a whole bunch of prep work for the upcoming storm. I'm going to tell you my Debbie Downer story. So everyone knows someone like my wife. I look forward to snow. I grew up north, and living in Georgia. You get snow every 2 to 3 years, and I always look forward to it. Of course, the wife is like, "It's not going to snow. We're just going to get rain." I'm like, "Come on, man, give me some support." So we're talking about this storm system that's coming in, and I'm warning you right now, someone's going to be heavily impacted by this storm. We don't know who it is as of yet. It's going to come all the way through the southeast. It's going to go up the east coast. It's going to impact South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Texas, all the way through there. Here's what the message I want to get to you. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters the parameter of what is the potential. And this is what I've done my entire life. I've done for decades. After living through multiple hurricanes, I have lived through a 12-day power outage. I want you to think about in these terms. What is the range? So in other words, what's the best case scenario? We just get some rain. What's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario for us and a lot of you is that we get 1 to 2 inches of freezing rain. And then the following days after Sunday, including Monday, temperatures don't go above freezing much. And now we have freezing rain, we have frozen roads, everything is locked down, power goes out, power crews can't get out to the power lines, and now you're without power for 2, 3, 5, 6 days. This has happened before. Massive grid issues. Remember in Texas when they were like 5 minutes away from the whole state going dark for a whole month? This video is not about scaring you. It's about understanding how to look at an event like this and be prepared. So I don't care what's going to happen. I'm planning for the worst. So if you know what we're doing here, yesterday I was out shooting. Matter of fact, I'm up in my office this morning editing some video, because what we're doing is we're doing a review on the new EcoFlow DPU-X, which is the new massive system, 10 battery stacks I have, testing it on a heat pump over here, testing it, running it off grid. I have 6,400 watts of solar panels. Well, yesterday I took my extra old DPU head and 2 batteries over to the new house, and let me tell you what, I was so impressed. You're going to want to watch this video that I'm going to do, because that house, that new rental property, which my son and his better half are going to rent from us, actually has a gas heating system. What a difference. So we had light bulbs all over the house. I kicked on the gas furnace, and that whole house with the gas furnace running, really hot and toasty, was only pulling maybe 600 watts. I mean, that's half of a microwave for that entire house. Now, I was running the Wi-Fi, a mesh system, light bulbs, refrigerator. The refrigerator probably wasn't kicked on, and the furnace. I was only pulling 600 watts. I was shocked. That little battery, that 2 battery system over there, my old DPU, would run that house, I guarantee you, if you were conservative, for 2 days. I was really impressed. Now, the opposite of that is what happens here when I have a heat pump only. I'm all electric. I have a dual zone. I have 2 blowers. I have auxiliary heating strips inside those blowers. Each one of those strips pulls a minimum of 10,000 watts. So when those blowers, the heating strips, the heat pump kicks on, I mean, I'm up to 30,000 watts I'm pulling. So I'll show you where my new system failed here, but man, what a success over there. It's fantastic. So here's what I want you to understand, and I said this all along. I would say 60% of the people out there, when an event like this comes in, wait to the last minute to do something. So Friday afternoon, you watch what happens. Depending on the area, if you have an ice storm coming into your area Friday afternoon, you go to the store, like we say in the South, you can tell the storm's coming, you tell it's going to snow, because there's no eggs, milk, or bread left on the shelf. And that's what's going to happen. What you need to do is, right after you watch this video, is make a plan, go around, check, make sure you have everything, call in late to work, whatever you're doing, get to the store and make sure you have enough again, for that worst event, which is, let's say, 3 to 4 days with no power, and you're locked in place for 3 to 4 days. Not many people will do that. Yesterday, I tested my system. I'm good on backup. I went up and got a whole bunch of firewood. I brought it down to the house. I have a Vermont casting stove for heat here. It keeps this house nice and toasty. I went up to my bin, up to my storage container, and I've been trying to burn through some of my old firewood, but I'm getting down to the point where I only have maybe about 2 weeks work left. So I called my firewood guy. He's coming Thursday. He's bringing me a whole nother cord of wood. I have plenty of food here. I don't have to worry about that. I got a freezer out here with 300 pounds of deer meat sitting in it. We've got all kinds of dry goods. I'm not worried about food. I'm not worried about water. I have multiple sources of water. The only thing I got to worry about is the chickens, and they'll be just fine. But I can't stress this enough. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't do it. Do it right now, because when it's going to be late. I'll give you a perfect example. Whenever there's a hurricane coming up in the Gulf Coast, we run the risk of fuel lines being interrupted. And when I see that, 4 days before that, 3 or 4 days before that happens, I text my family group and I say, make sure your vehicles are full of gas, because this could impact the supply. It's just common sense. You got a hurricane coming, stop for a minute and just look. And sure enough, all of a sudden you'll start to hear rumors that the gas stations are running out of gas. And you'd be, I better go fill up my car. And there's a mile-long gas station, and they put limits on it, and you can't get it. They're out of gas. We've seen that time and time again. The same thing. You got a big hurricane. I'm going to go get a generator. You wait till the last minute. Guess what? There are no generators available. I can't tell you how many times you run into that feeling. It's a sickening feeling. It's just such a comforting feeling to be prepared in advance, and that's my warning to you. We may just get rain here. That's all. We may get 1.5 inches of freezing rain and be without power for 4 or 5 days. And trust me, I'll be uploading videos because I'll have plenty of power. I'll be shooting some videos out here regardless of what happens. But drop a comment down below and tell me where you are and what you think you're going to get. Personally, the problem I see is I think it's going to start off as rain, and I think Sunday we're going to start to get into that freezing rain and sleet. The problem is Sunday night and Monday. Temperatures are going to stay. They're really not going to get above freezing, and that's going to be the problem. Roads are going to be closed. Power crews won't be able to get to power lines. Trees are going to fall. So this really could be a mess. For us, it could be nothing, but some people are going to get just killed, man. I mean, there's some areas they're saying they can get 12 to 24 inches of snow. You could get 1 to 2 inches of freezing rain. Man, it could be a mess. So my message to you this morning is stop what you're doing and be prepared. Just prepare yourself. I've already texted my family group. I've already told them the 50-50 chance. We might have just rain, or you might be without power for 4 days. So just be prepared. Think about it a little bit. So I'm going to finish up this video. Hopefully I'll post it up tomorrow or the next day. Give it a thumbs up and take care of yourself. Be careful. Doc.